top CJ. McCollum, nothing but net for CJ. What a move by McCollum. That dude can flat out score.
Being in New Orleans, being with this team, seeing the culture, seeing the people, seeing how genuinely honest they are, seeing how much they care about us individually, how much they care about the things that we're behind, and seeing how much they care about this team is inspiring. And I've always said that you want to leave places better than they were when you found it. I think we're heading in that direction for sure. Since I got to New Orleans, there's been a focus on continuing to figure out ways to just improve the community overall by having conversations about things that are necessary for the community, things that may be lacking, and things that kids may be lacking in terms of education, resources, and access. And those are the things that we wanted to tackle early on. We started with food insecurity because that's something that you can kind of tackle right away. We give away 500 meals, and just seeing how thankful people are around the holidays, how much that means to them that my family and I are there. My family and I are having a presence in the community, and we are continuing to not only talk about how important New Orleans is, but actually showing people how important New Orleans is to us. We fed over 1,000 families at this point over the course of the last couple of years, and then we moved on to kids specifically because as a person who loves kids and has an understanding of how important kids will be for our future, we wanted to make sure that we're positioning them correctly and giving them the resources they need. And I started with speaking to juveniles. I started in partnership with the Louisiana Center for Children's Rights and did a juvenile facility visit where I was able to sit down and talk to the kids and get a better understanding of what they need, types of resources they may want going forward, and how to kind of re-enter them into society.
We all make good decisions sometimes. We all make bad decisions, myself included. I was just fortunate enough to get lucky enough to not get caught up in some of the bad decisions that I made. For me, it's about where you're at, trying to learn more about the situations that are happening in New Orleans specifically.
We have an adult system and we have a youth system. That just didn't happen by chance. We need two systems because you have adults and you have youth, and youth require a different level of response.
A big question mark for everybody is, how do you really do impactful work as opposed to just throwing money at things? Like, what can you really do that is going to make a difference, that's going to be impactful, that's going to be utilized?
The fact that there's a lot of juvenile crime here, there's a lot of juveniles who are getting caught up in the system, and a lot of them are being trialed as adults. And that was something that kind of hurt my heart. That was a really, really eye-opening experience for me. And then we kind of moved on into some other things that are near and dear to my heart, which is journalism. Being a journalism major, it was important for me to kind of figure out ways to kind of impact the community and provide some scholarship opportunities for kids in high school and for kids in college. We were able to provide $10,000 to the New Orleans Association for Black Journalists to provide scholarship opportunities for a high school student as well as a college student. Continue to allow them to figure out ways to become more successful while giving them opportunities in the journalism field. So that was really cool. And as we've kind of maneuvered throughout the year, and with me being almost, I think, 3 years now in New Orleans, understanding the importance of education to my family and I, we were trying to figure out ways to impact the community, and ended up coming up with a scholarship opportunity in partnership with College Beyond.
Okay, so right now, Kareem Abdul and Alejandra Flores are in their statistics class, which is on the senior hall. They have no idea what's about to happen. They know that they are finalists for the scholarship, but they have no idea that they have already been selected to get it. CJ McCollum is gracing us with his presence here at Livingston, and we're going to surprise them right in their statistics class.
Hello. Sorry to interrupt your class, but we have a special announcement on behalf of the McCollum Scholars Program. We have two very special scholars who will be joining the program, Kyria and Ali.
So we were fortunate enough to have over 400 kids apply for the actual scholarship opportunity. I think we are bringing on 11 students who are going to be seniors. We're extremely excited about the wraparound services we're going to provide for them, which will obviously include room and board, but also providing them with opportunities to have internships, transportation to and from those internships, mentorship, and just a lot of things that I wish I had when I was in college that I feel would have been extremely helpful for me in the process.
On behalf of McCollum Scholars, we have a special announcement to make. Ezekiel, you have made it. You have qualified for the McCollum Scholars, and you've been selected.
I'm at lost for words. Oh, I feel blessed. Thank you.
You're welcome, brother.
I think the overall goal is to find kids who are ambitious, who have dreams, goals, and aspirations, and we want to be able to provide them with opportunities.
There are 2 students in here, Alyssa and Kai, who have been selected. You got any ideas of what schools you want to apply to?
Yeah, I want to apply to Berkeley.
And I think for me, as a kid who went to Lehigh University on a basketball athletic scholarship, I was fortunate enough to have basketball, and a lot of kids may not have sports to rely on. They may not have those same opportunities. Access to college is extremely hard, and we wanted to figure out ways to provide opportunities to allow them to get to school on a clean slate, but more importantly, leave without being in debt. And I think that's the goal.
When I first walked in, I was like, who is the kid with the orange on? You know what I'm saying? Like, I like the poise, obviously, you know what I'm saying? We got our handshake. Do you remember the handshake?
You remember it?
I think it's more so about being able to surround them with opportunities to improve, to have success, and to get the proper mentorship throughout college.
It's either Stanford or Georgia Tech. I feel like I want to pursue a career in social working.
1, 2, 3.
I'm extremely excited about that and happy to be able to change a lot of kids and families' lives and be able to provide access to education.
This is someone who truly cares about our community and who wants to see our kids thrive no matter where they are and no matter where he is. So ladies and gentlemen, please stand up to your feet if you can. Please give a round of applause for Mr. CJ McCollum.
Thank you.
I'm so proud of you.
I grew up going to Boys and Girls Clubs. I grew up spending a lot of time there with my brother, and it was a safe space for me to really tap into sports. But specifically in these spaces, we want to be able to provide them with different educational opportunities. I thought about my childhood. I thought about some of the resources we had and some of the resources I wish that we had. And in partnership with the Boys and Girls Club, we began to renovate spaces based on the kids' direction. So in having conversations with the kids, just trying to figure out what types of things they'd like to see in the space, what types of colors, what types of furniture, what types of culturally relevant books would they like, what types of programming, computers, tablets. This was a really unique opportunity to do something specifically in New Orleans.
Kids are our future. We have to invest not only resources and money into them, but also quality time.
One of the greatest things that we can give our kids today is empowerment, a place where they can learn and grow and also feel safe but have fun. And this is going to be part of them being able to have a plan for the future to graduate on time.
It looks much better than it did. It's nice. The space. Like, I remember when we first walked up, trying to get up the stairs. The stairs is messed up, everything.
Strawberries. Is it strawberry season?
Yes.
Strawberry season?
About to be strawberry season.
The kids had some great ideas, from a vegetable garden to a library where you can take books and leave books. There's the podcast studio that we created. We had over 1,000 books donated. We had a smart board donated. We had a lot of people step up in our local community. I think the kids love the outcome of the space. They love the fact that we actually listen to them and provide them with resources that they specifically requested and asked for. And are really looking forward to just continuing to figure out ways to provide kids with safe spaces where they can learn and grow and explore and really get a better understanding of what's really out there for them outside of what they see.
Almost 3 years ago when we traded for CJ McCollum, we understood the basketball player that we were going to get, and we understood the work that he was doing in Portland. But it has exceeded our expectation, his intentionality and his commitment to the community here in New Orleans.
This is my mom. I don't know if you met my mom before. This is my mom, Kathy Andrews.
And when I talked to CJ, I remember one of the conversations we had early on. One of the things he talked to me about was his connection when he was younger with his mom, and his mom really instilling in him the values about to whom much is given, much is required. And CJ McCollum lives that every single day. He understands how much he's been given, but what the requirement is to give back to others without any expectations.
When my playing days are over, I just want to be known as someone who did things the right way, who was engaging, who was committed to making the world a better place, who served, and he put others before himself.